Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am here with Brian.
Hello, everybody.
All right, so thank you so much. He actually agreed to be my very first guest, or you can really just call him the guinea pig. You can really just check him out on Nefe on Instagram, and I'll link you guys down below to his profile. So today we're just gonna be going through some unhinged stories from Reddit, and we'll start with the first one. So our first story is red flag behavior in my boyfriend of 3 years and his friends. So I feel isolated and I need to hear people's opinions. I'm 19, my boyfriend is 20, and his friends are constantly ranting about hoes and hoe behavior, etc. And it really gets to me. They're super disrespectful about it. Any girl they see taking a pic and posting or whatever is just a hoe, or has daddy's money, or needs attention so bad. Okay. I don't understand how they're all so comfortable posting shirtless, flexing pics, but the minute a girl posts at the beach or at the gym, they assume she's a homie hopper. It's like double
Damn.
standards, eh?
All right. Damn.
Not cool. One of the things my boyfriend of 3 years says he loves about me is that I don't ever post on social media, let alone my body. He knows this is only because I struggle with an eating disorder and body image, but still holds it as some wonderful thing. What a horrible person. He's had a lot to say. He's had a lot to say in my clothing. Like, I can't wear sports bras without a shirt over at the gym. Short dresses are no, and I have to send pics of crop tops or bathing suits I buy before I purchase them so he can have an input. Yo, he's got like controlling issues.
Yeah, he sounds like a up guy. Insecurities.
Right? My goodness. He also doesn't like my friends. I legitimately only hang out with two friends regularly because they might influence me to wear showy clothes. I've put up with it, but all the shaming of other girls, including my friends, just for being proud of their bodies in the same way these boys are is bothersome. They're entitled to their own standards for future girlfriends and stuff, but they aren't gonna find girlfriends anywhere with that attitude. LOL. I just don't know what to do about it. What do you think about
Damn
that?
it. Well, I have to say that girl needs to run. Like, get the fuck out immediately. I the guys and their whole group just sounds like insecure little kids, man.
Yeah, they really do. And like this is great too, because like like having like a male presence on like the channel, like that really offers like that kind of view, and like you're not validating this shit. Like this is
Oh
just
no.
fucked up.
Hell no. Hell no. If you act like that, you must be some insecure guy. Like I'm sorry, but I have to say you're just insecure. Like, bro, when as a guy, like your girl's not doing OnlyFans, your girl's not getting naked, whatnot, right? She's posting like pics of herself, even well, she's not here, but like let's say she does.
Yeah,
When she was, aren't you supposed to be like, yo, check my girl out, man? She's fucking hot,
right. Well,
right?
shouldn't you be proud of that? Like, oh, look at my
Exactly.
girlfriend.
Yeah, yeah. And it's like, nah, like I want to fucking hide her so no one sees her. I don't want anyone approaching her. Fuck her friends who are like trying to get her to be more confident about herself. Like literally, he's just trapping her in a bubble,
Yeah,
and just like controlling her.
yeah,
Is what a guy.
yeah.
What a fucking guy.
What a fucking guy, indeed. Like, it's very demoralizing, right? Like, she has like an eating disorder and everything. Like, that kind of stuff is not normal, or
Yeah.
as far as normal goes. But like to keep someone in that kind of mindset forever, just so you can continue to like control them, so like they can't ever leave you. Like, come on, bro.
And then it's like, man, and then there are activities, calling other girls who do these type of things, even like body positivity, whatnot. Like, hey, yo, I gym, I've got gains now, right? Girls, it's like, yo, that's a good thing, right? And it's like, hey, you're working towards a better health aspect, but then calling them hoes and shit, it's like they're not doing nothing wrong, man. Like, they're literally like, I don't know. Okay, maybe if they're seeking attention and validation through that means
Yeah,
and doing like extra shit, if you know what I mean,
yeah.
calling I wouldn't say calling him a hoe, but maybe that's a bit like, okay, I can get it. But if they're just like, hey, this is my progress, my whatnot, right? It's like, hey, I'm proud of where I got to. Like, come on, man. Come on.
Yeah. I, I don't know. I don't ever get it. So yeah, no, I agree with you. She needs to get the hell out of there, and she can just throw them all out the window, all of them, not just the boyfriend, just every single one of
Yeah.
those. It's like don't get
Leave the whole
yourself involved
circle.
in that.
Leave the whole circle. And you know these guys are the type to watch porn like every day too,
Oh yeah, I didn't even think of that.
right?
And they're
You just
judging on
know.
that, which is like that makes it even worse, you know?
Yeah, fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like misogynistic as hell, eh?
Yeah, they really are. Now that you mention it. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, this girl's in trouble. She needs to leave.
Yeah, I definitely agree
And
with you
they're
there.
only 20. They're only 20.
Right? Like you have
This
a
is some like
whole
boomer
future.
activity.
Yes.
This is boomer activity. These guys are 20.
Yeah. That's
They're in the
just
pronoun age. They were born in the pronoun age.
yes. How like he, she, they, them, that should all be okay. And here they are
Mind
with
blown.
like their mentality from the 20s.
Actually, oh my god.
God, like showing ankles is sexy.
They might as well be in the Middle East.
Oh my goodness, right? Oh, it's scary what's
Uh,
going on there. Oh my goodness. I
oh,
feel really horrible for like all the women there. It's insane.
mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so fucked up, man. I feel like we're kind of going backwards as a race a little
I
bit.
think I do agree with that. I think what happened was we corrected.
Yeah.
We're like, okay, we need a like go forward. We need a advance.
Yeah.
And then at some point we went too far, and then we had to correct. But now some places are overcorrecting.
Yeah.
So like we need to find like the sweet part, right?
Yeah.
I think that's what's happening right now. And turmoil that's going to happen, but like, there's the correction's going to eventually happen, right?
You know what? That's actually a very good way of looking at it. I never thought about that, but it kind of goes with like a lot of things too, right? Like even just like looking at like industries, right? They correct
Yeah.
themselves, they overhire, they correct themselves, that kind of stuff, right? And it happens, and that's like on a much smaller scale, but this is on a much bigger scale. So it might seem like we're going backward, but it really could be that we're just kind of just correcting, and I think that's actually really interesting.
Hmm.
Yeah.
But like some of these corrections are pretty bad.
But yeah, some of them are kind of going a little bit too far, way too
Yeah.
far. When you lose all your rights, that point is not really correcting anymore.
That's
Yeah, it's just more
fucking
so like, oh shit, I'm losing control. Let's go back to the dark ages.
yeah.
Oh my
Uh,
goodness. All right, cool. So we'll move on to the next story. Here's another one. Says, I'm leaving my boyfriend over a prank. I'm still shaken up, a bit shaken up. So if this doesn't make sense, I apologize. And heads up, there is themes of suicide in this story, so trigger warning for all those watching. I, 18F, have been with my boyfriend, 20M, for almost 2 years. Again, another very young couple. I moved in with him last August, and things have been pretty rocky. My whole life, I've struggled with my mental health, specifically depression, anxiety, and self harm. I've been clean for a while though. I also have a history of trauma, but I don't need to get into that. I made sure my boyfriend knew this when we started dating because I wanted him to be able to nope out of the relationship if that was too much for him to deal with. He assured me it wasn't an issue. Good on her for actually bringing that up right away.
mhm.
I like that. He never seemed to really get the whole mental health thing though. He would make comments saying stuff like depression is just spicy sad and people with trauma should just get over it. He also thinks that only veterans can get PTSD. I've tried explaining things to him, but he just brushes me off, so I do the best to ignore him. Oof. Recently, he started watching couple prank channels on YouTube, and he started pranking me. At first, it was just small things like putting way too much flavor in my water or salt in a bite of my food. I laughed it off. It didn't really bother me. But then he started jumping out and scaring me. That kind of stuff really affects me, sometimes because of my PTSD. And I tried to explain that to him. He would apologize but do it again the next day. I was getting annoyed and frustrated, but I tried to let it be. Things escalated last week when he put some noisemakers under the toilet seat in the middle of the night. Oh boy. I woke up to go to the bathroom and sat down. Boom! It, it being late at night, me being half awake, and a loud noise all mixed together gave me a full blown panic attack. I literally would probably
Damn.
shit my pants. I think even if you were just a normal person.
Yeah, I would be like, holy shit, I'm a fucking die.
Yeah, right? I was on the bathroom floor crying and having flashbacks. After I don't know how long, I stopped crying and was just staring into space, having flashbacks. He came in because I guess he noticed I was gone for a while. When he saw me sitting on the floor, he remembered his little prank and started laughing. I just stared at him for a second, got up, called him an ass. I slept in the living room the rest of the night.
Dude, I wonder what flashbacks she has, man. Like
I, I'm wondering.
flashbacks of explosions, or like I guess they could sound like gunshots, right?
That's kind
But
of
what kind
what
of
I was
flashbacks does she
wondering.
have?
It's gotta be like maybe like a gunshot, right?
Yeah, it has to be like major, the type of flash to like cause flashbacks of something.
Yeah,
Cause like
that sound is, and like with that sound as well, right? Like
yeah,
that's the trigger.
cause I'm not trying to make a joke or anything, but like flashbacks when you say it in this case, it makes me sound like makes it feel like the veterans in the war, like actual PTSD veterans. So like what she says above here, like only veterans can have this.
Yeah,
It's kind of like I don't know the way she's saying like flashbacks make it seem like she was in the war or something too.
a
I'm
little
not trying to
bit.
blame her, but like,
Yeah, no, I can definitely see that, but like
I
the
just can't imagine what type of flashbacks.
so it's whatever that was traumatizing to you, that whatever event that traumatized you in the first place,
Oh no, no, I know
right?
what flashbacks are,
Okay.
but I just don't know what type of flashback she has
Yeah,
that this will give her a flashback. That's what I'm like trying to wrap my head around.
that's yeah, that's very true because, and also like of what the trigger was as well too, right? Which is loud noises, almost like an explosion type sound,
Yeah,
right? So like I can kind of also like see that, but now I'm wondering what the hell she went through as a child,
maybe like fireworks that were closer. That's probably the only explanation I can think
or
of.
a school shooting. Those seem to be pretty, but I don't know what this person is, right? A lot of the time
Yeah.
I tend to just assume they're American sometimes. Unless there's certain slang in there that really,
Oh, that's true. That's true. That's
right?
true, huh?
Because for
Yeah.
a loud bang like that, usually, because it wouldn't be a war. Like she's 19, like she wouldn't.
She wouldn't be traumatized. She'd still be like there.
Yeah. So
Wait, cut that out. Cut that
what?
out. Cut that out. Cut that out. Cut that out. Cut that out. I didn't mean it like that. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. But I
Shit.
mean, she had every right to like go sleep in the living room. I called him and
Oh yeah,
asked for that.
100%.
Like, even on like a normal person, I would hate that.
Oh man, I would be so chapped. But like as a guy, you kind of like if that happens, you'd be chapped. But then you're like, fuck, I can't really be upset for that long. So then you go back. But as a girl's perspective, I get it. I completely get that part.
Yeah, definitely. And especially just with
Oh
trauma involved too, right? Because you just never
yeah,
know. You never know. That's the thing. You can only guess.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Only thing though is like, damn, like she went to sleep on the couch, not him. I'm surprised on that one.
Oh yeah, I should kick him out, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm surprised
Yeah.
about.
Like, oh, you get the couch. I get the bed after that.
100%.
Yeah. So the next day, I sat him down and I told him he cannot keep scaring me like this. No more jumping out at me, no more loud noises. He pretty much sighed and rolled his eyes, but he said he would stop. Everything was fine for a week. I thought this whole prank thing was finally over. Yesterday, I got home from being out with a friend, actually feeling better for the first time in a while. When I walked into the house, all the lights were off, so I assumed he was still at work, which isn't abnormal because sometimes he works late. I plugged my phone in because it died on the way back home. And with it powered on, I got a notification that he sent me a text. It just said, "So sorry, I love you." I replied saying it's okay. I'll see you when you get home. Love you. And I heard his phone ding in the bathroom. That was weird, I thought. I got up to go get his phone, and when I got into the bathroom, I saw him laying in the tub. The bath was full of water, there was an empty bottle of pills on the sink, and he was covered in blood. His wrists were cut, and there was just so much blood. My heart just sank. I started having a panic attack. I was hyperventilating, crying, and I was frozen. After a minute, I ran to the living room to get my phone to call 911, and I hear splashing and then laughter. I turned around to see him standing in a hallway, just laughing. He said he got me, and I should have seen the look on my face. This guy's horrible. Jesus.
Yo, this is not even a prank no
No,
more.
no, that shit is that's dark.
This is mental attack.
Yeah, that is just insane. That's so wrong. I don't even know how to describe the feelings I was experiencing. I was so mad and sad and scared. I didn't even say anything. I just walked out of the house. I just kept walking, and eventually I figured I needed to call my friend to come get me. At first, I didn't tell her what happened. I just told her I needed her to come get me and it was an emergency. She came and took me back to her house where I'm at now. My boyfriend keeps calling me, and he sent me some text saying he was sorry and it was just a joke and I'm overreacting and I need to come home. I'm not answering. I don't even know what I would say to him. My friend is going over to his house tomorrow to get my things when he's at work. She said I can stay with her however long I need. I don't know what I'm going to do. I just feel numb.
Good on her, man. She got herself out of the situation.
Yeah, I'm glad, and I'm glad she has a friend that she was able to count on, and that came
Yeah.
to get her right away. Like that's terrifying.
What's with all these young people moving in together before they even got their life together, though?
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe they're living in like their parents' basement or something. Like, fuck, where are they getting this money? It's my question.
These are-
We're struggling here, and we're much older.
Oh yeah, fuck, man. Like, I don't know. Imagine living with someone moving in with your significant other when you're like not even 20, or like you're just barely 20.
It's so young.
Like at that age, you're just like you're still immature. You just got out
Yeah,
of high school,
yeah. You're
and
definitely
it's
still
like,
developing.
yeah. So like what he did was immature, but as a guy growing up, I understand where the pranks come from.
Yeah,
And like it always escalates. And like when you guys are living together,
yeah,
like what he did, what he took it way too far. That's 100%
yeah,
took it way too far. I agree with that. But when you're living together, you have so much opportunities to pull some bullshit thing that it's so easy to go past the line.
yeah,
And it's really easy to capitalize on someone's issues to make it a prank, make it funny or whatnot. Which is another thing I feel like a lot of people do, both guys and girls, is like if there's an issue that happens or like something like let's say depression or whatnot, like we
yeah,
were going through something, usually make a joke out of it,
yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And maybe the guy's going through some shit too. Maybe he's actually suicidal too or whatnot, and then he's using it as an outlet, as a joke or whatnot. I don't know, but he did way too far.
Yeah, it is still way too far. Like no matter what his reasoning is, but like it also sounds like he's not the type to even take mental health seriously. Like I'm okay
Mm,
with pranks, right? There's harmless pranks that are fun. It's all fun and games, right? Like that's totally okay. But when your partner like straight up tells you that like, hey, you know what? Here are my issues, right? You should if you're gonna prank them, you kind of want to stay away from certain things that you know could really trigger them. Like at
yeah.
that point, it's just not funny anymore. And then the audacity to kind of turn it on her at the end there and telling her that she's overreacting, saying that she's in the wrong. Like at that point now, like, you're actually just kind of like gaslighting her into thinking that she's at fault when
Mm,
she had not like bloody hell like again, like even just a normal person seeing that, right? You come home and you see your brother like that or something like that fucks anyone like that
yeah,
anyone up.
it does.
Yeah. So
And back to your point where you were saying like maybe he never takes mental health serious.
yeah,
There was that line where he's like he shrugs off, doesn't really understand, he doesn't get it. I get that because there's a lot of people in the world that like they actually don't understand. It's like
still big stigma
how can
around
you be
it.
depressed? Right? It's just like how can you be depressed? Just be happy,
Yeah.
right?
Or
It's like why is this
spicy
bothering me?
sad.
Just don't worry about it. Yeah, spicy
Yeah.
sad. But thing is, I know people like that actually don't understand it and they never experience it. They don't understand it. So it's like how like you're sad, just don't be sad. You know, that's like literally their logic when they're sad. They're like,
Yeah.
oh, why am I sad? I'm just don't be sad. You know. And so maybe that part, I was like, okay, I gave him some grace there.
Yeah.
But man, fucking, I don't know. Suicide should never be taken as a joke, man.
No, like that's just it. Even if you don't get it, you don't pretend to off yourself.
Yeah,
That's just that's like a that's yeah, that's like a line that just shouldn't be
yeah,
overstepped. Like it's so wrong. And
yeah,
again, like there is still, unfortunately, like it is better now where mental health is, but there's still so much stigma around it because like society has really just, hey, you know what, get over it, right? Or just deal
yeah.
with it, have kids, and now fuck them up.
Especially as guys, you're kind of told to just fucking man it up, right?
Which is just so wrong. Like, what is manning it up? Like, what's wrong
Don't
with
deal
you?
with your problems. Don't let other people know you're going through problems. You deal through it yourself, and
Pretend to off
yeah.
yourself. you know? yeah.
Uh, but I'll
But
be honest, the toilet seat prank, that is actually kind of funny. I'll be honest, I kind of like that prank. I'll
see,
be fully
it's
honest. That's a pretty
it's funny on a person that is okay. Like like if obviously if someone I know that like went to war or has been part of like some sort of shooting, something
yeah.
that like has really scared them, right? I wouldn't do that to them, but like I
Probably
can
also
kind of
not in the
see that
middle of
like
the
if
night.
like just like a normal buddy of mine that I know like he or she is okay for the most part. I think it would probably be hilarious.
The best part.
You might have to clean up the bathroom afterwards if they did anything, but
But I mean, maybe also not at night, right?
that's true. That's true. And like even he kind of forgot that the prank happened because like he obviously woke up and he figured she was kind of gone for a while.
That kind of reminds me. How long did she not go to the washroom for? Because he definitely didn't set it up for the nighttime. Because he would have he has to have set it up during the day, and then for him to forget to go to sleep and forget about it,
yeah,
or
that
else he would
or
have just been
maybe
like,
he
"Hey,
was like
yo,
the
don't you
last
need to go to the washroom?"
person to use the bathroom that night and set it up.
Well, no, but then he wouldn't have gone to sleep. He'd be like, "Hey, don't you need to go to the washroom? Hey, you'll go to the washroom, right?" He wants to see the reaction
Oh
immediately,
yeah, you probably would want to see it.
right? But for him to
Yeah.
go to sleep and forget about it, that means she just never went to the washroom for like a whole day. Okay, wait, we're not victim blaming here. We're just like
yeah,
just
no, we're
considering the
definitely not. It's just
semantics.
more so like
Yeah, just
that's a
the
very long
semantics.
time. Yeah, because he almost forgot about it, right? Because like he stood there for a moment. It's like, oh, that's what happened, and then he starts laughing, right? So like,
Yeah, he
yeah,
totally forgot about 100%.
yeah. It's I think we're just kind of like digging into the details right now, but we're not
Yeah,
victim blaming anyone here. Just an FYI,
just
like seriously,
timeline. Just figuring out the timeline.
yeah, exactly. And if you're suffering from anything, please go get help. Like seriously, like let's stop the stigma. Let's go get help.
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
because
that Michael Jordan. Stop.
that's
Get okay. No, that was a bad joke, but like you know what I mean.
I'm leaving that in.
No, 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 cut that out. Cut that. Cut that
okay.
out. Cut that out. Cut that out. Cut. 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 Cut.
Okay. I'll cut it.
No, it's okay. You can keep it in. I don't really care. I'm not doing. I'm not saying anything bad. I'm
yeah.
just lightening the mood. Lightening the mood.
Yeah, exactly. All right, guys. So we got one more story for you, and this one is husband posting my nude photos online.
Oof.
Ugh.
Send the link. Send the link. Send the link.
oh. I recently discovered that my husband has been posting sexually explicit photos of me without my knowledge in a secret group chat. The group chat is only for men to post anything sexually of their wives, photos, videos, etc. That's just gross. The hell? I feel so betrayed. I'm absolutely horrified and disgusted. We are supposed to get married. He is the father of my children, and we just found out we are expecting another child. I feel so betrayed, heartbroken, and hurt. I feel like I can't trust him. He doesn't know I know about this, but he knows something's up and that I was on his account. I just don't know what to do. I really just need some insight. Am I overreacting? What would you do in this situation? Why are you even second guessing
Am I
yourself?
overreacting?
How?
Am I overreacting?
What do you mean? Like you should be like.
Bro, how is she not mad at him?
I would have murdered him.
Wait, her first react. Okay, okay. I'm not victim blaming here, but her first reaction is, "Shit, did I do something wrong?"
That means she's most likely a victim, like an abuse victim,
Probably, yeah.
right? For her to second guess something that big, like, somebody just posted your nudes online without your knowledge. Like that's a very intimate thing, right? Like you're trusting
Yeah.
your partner with this. Uh,
Damn it.
yeah,
Fuck.
like this one is.
Um. Yo, she can't even leave him because if she does, he can threaten her with the nudes. But the nudes are already
But they're
online.
already online.
But maybe let's saving grace. Her face isn't in any of it.
Yeah,
If she leaves him, he can just be like, "Oh, this is her." So
it
she is in a tough
sucks.
situation.
It does suck, and once something is out there, it's out there forever, right?
Yeah.
And he could threaten her kids. The thing is, she needs to find a lawyer and quick because they would probably know how to deal with this legally. And depending on where they live, there's like different sets of laws and everything, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
So I'll definitely
but
get a.
it's his kids too.
That's the thing. That's why you need to get a lawyer involved because you need to
Like
protect those kids right away,
that's true.
right?
Does the guy not think like, "Hey, what if my daughter's future boyfriend did this shit to her?"
Right? That's just it. Because every dad would be super protective of their daughters, right? And if they just see it that way, and you know how they're going to mostly react, so why do you think that's okay? Like, why is that okay for them to do it? Like,
I don't get how some of these people have these type of mindsets. I don't get how they made these ideas up. Like I don't know where it comes from. Like it's not common sense. It's literally just like, yo, I'm
I don't know where these people are coming from. Is there like a factory that's like pumping these like defected models out or something like that? Because it's so
Ohio, only
messed
in
up.
Ohio.
It's probably in Ohio.
Well, to be fair, there's like 8 billion people in the world. Majority of them are fucked up.
Oh yeah. Sadly.
Not you viewers, but like the non-viewers.
Yeah.
If you're watching this, you're not fucked up.
Yeah.
Maybe you are. I don't know,
Or
but
maybe,
like,
yeah, who knows, right?
but
We'll
like,
know when they comment.
yeah. But some of these people are just too fucked up. Too fucked up.
Yeah, like, like some people like kind of like they do like something wrong, but it's kind of like, like the small stuff, right? Like, oh, I
It's
forgot to
like,
put the
hey, I
lid down
can.
on the toilet, or
Okay,
I
I wouldn't
forgot
say
to
that's
pick
fucked
the
up.
kids.
I think that's okay. No. Putting the lid down, forgetting to do that. No. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. No. That's not being fucked up. That's just
Yeah,
being a guy.
yeah, just
All right. Unless you take a shit, usually your toilet seat's up. Okay. Let's just say that.
yeah, it's
You
true.
know,
It's true. It's very true.
faster.
And honestly, I don't really care. Just you put it
And
down.
it plus it's a habit, right? It's a
Yeah,
habit. You gotta like get
I
used
get
to the
it.
habit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's more so just a tease. But like there's like small like like degrees like cheating.
Oh no, that's not small, bro. I don't know what. Yeah, maybe you're kind of
But
skewed.
like no, but like
Maybe you're a
compare
little
it to
skewed here.
like oh I guess it
No,
makes
no, no,
sense.
no, no. One thing I always tell my partners is that there's two things that I would do. Like I would leave you for without fucking like instantly. Okay.
Yeah.
First one, if you kill or hurt my family, I guess physically because you can't see mentally, and I don't know if they're hurt mentally. I don't fucking know. But second one is cheating. If you cheat, I'm instantly out. I don't care. I'm out. Right. So for me, like if you pull a prank on me, maybe it's dealable. Maybe. But like if you cheat on me, yeah, I'm fucking out. Like if you post my nudes online, I'd probably be like, yo, I'm fucking chat, but like I would still think about like staying with you. But if you cheat, I'm out. So to me, maybe like cheating's a bit higher up there. Just my opinion.
It just happens a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
It
can't deal
happens
with
a
it. I
lot.
just
Yeah.
can't deal with it.
But no,
Infidelity is
honestly, like yeah, like I'd be out too.
yeah.
Yeah. There's no ands, ifs, and buts. It's done. It's done.
Yeah, if you do, I'm out.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. So what's kind of like on this level? What's as up as.
Well, for me, I don't like it when my partner does drugs. I guess other than like weed and shit, right? Like
Yeah.
the light shit that's like, like fuck it, whatever.
Yeah.
Uh like let's say a bit, just a bit harder stuff, right? Like, oh, you like doing it or whatnot. Maybe that level, I'd be pretty fucking choked. Like, hey, like you gotta stop this
Yeah.
if we're gonna be together.
Yeah.
But if you don't choose to stop this, like I'm not gonna change you, but I'm gonna leave,
Yeah.
right?
No, that's fair. That's
And for
100%
me,
fair.
yeah, I think for this one, I think it's about that level. Except you can't really control it because your shit is on his phone. But what I think she could do is get his phone, go back in the account when he's sleeping or whatnot. This is the one time I condone go fucking behind your partner's like back and like fucking take his phone and do shit. Delete all the photos, delete all the posts that he made, and dip.
And probably you want to take screenshots as well and send it to yourself before you
Yeah, yeah,
delete it, right? Because now you
yeah,
also need evidence because that's hard evidence, right? Which if you're gonna get legal involved, you're gonna need that kind of evidence too.
yeah, definitely.
Because that can definitely like kind of like null your marriage right away too, because it's also seen as abuse, which is the other thing that is a hard no for myself. Like if
Mm,
there's any kind of abuse, like and I'm not just talking like physical abuse, like mental abuse is also abuse, right? It's just you not raising a hand on them, like, but there's that doesn't make it any better, right? It's this is actually abuse, like that's not okay. And clearly like she's been some sort of like maybe like an abuse victim because she thinks she's wrong,
yeah,
right?
she's literally blaming herself, right?
Yeah, yeah. So that's already like a big indicator. Like I don't think this is the only thing that he's done that's wrong.
All I can say is good luck to this lady.
Yeah, and
At
protect the
this point,
kids. She needs to like
yeah,
she has one kid and she's pregnant with one, right? She needs to protect.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
and maybe like just slowly get out too. Like I know it's hard because like she's married. Or there's no, they're not married yet, right?
They're
Or
not married. They're going to
yeah,
get
they're
married.
going to get married. So like yeah, so like so you wouldn't even need like a lawyer to like null a marriage in this case. You just need a lawyer to protect the kids and how you
Yeah.
can get out of there and find a safe haven.
Oh,
Right?
100%.
Because if this guy turns abusive or whatever too, like that's also like another can of worms. So she needs to protect everyone involved.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%. 100%.
Fuck, that's scary though.
Yeah,
That is
she
just
needs to get help. Like, she actually needs to get help.
yeah. Just so she doesn't find someone else that's like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe she needs to get help internally and externally.
But she definitely needs both. Yeah, she definitely needs both. Externally, like 100%. Her safety is like number one right now.
Yeah.
And internally, because like just how she thought about this entire thing, she definitely needs a little bit of like internal help there for sure. Because like
Yeah.
otherwise, it's
Yeah.
just gonna be a repeating cycle. You're just gonna find someone else like it. Unfortunately, like that's what happens with abuse victims is that they constantly just get themselves into this relationship. They get love bombed, and then like like abuse happens, and then they fight, and then it's back to honeymoon phase, and it's over and over again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds like Eminem's song. Love the way you lie.
Love the way you lie, or
Back and
spell it
again and again
backwards
and
is
again.
evil. It wasn't one of his other songs. If you spell love backwards, it spells out evil.
Live, 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 live.
No, like just like I know it's like
Oh,
EVOL
EVOL,
is still
evil. Yeah, yeah,
pronounced
yeah.
evil, but not
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
not
Oh, okay,
actually
yeah, I
yeah, not
remember that. I
actually
remember that.
spelled evil. No, yeah, can't remember.
No, wasn't it like love so backwards, still love you, bitch? I can't remember.
Yeah, I
I
can't
can't
remember.
remember.
Well, yeah, so that was our last story of the day, and that was actually super fun. I actually love having you on as a guest, so thank you
I
so much.
enjoyed my time here. Thank you for inviting me. Thank you for inviting me.
So, anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. You click like and subscribe, and don't forget to click on the bell button if you want to see any more new content from me. Anyways, guys, stay shiny.